everyone, it's Fantayzia. So welcome back to another speculation and discussion video. I thought today was just gonna be discussion because honestly Sundays I'm just like, I want to talk to you guys because it's kind of like a very quiet day waiting for any new news, and I was like, okay, I just did my let's play the other day, so then I came across this and I was like, oh, and then it got my mind going and I was like, okay, I want to do some speculation today. So over on the forums there's actually a thread called, I think in the new expansion it might come with a Mexican style world. At first I was like, what do they mean? Where do they see that? Because everyone's thinking Paris and I can really see that. But yeah, going into the thread, this is by Horror Girl and they said the map gives a Mexican or Southern American vibe, so I think the world is based on Mexican and Latin vibe. Like I said, like I wasn't seeing it. And then Brianna says some people said the building looks Danish and others say Paris. I'm excited for romance. Oh my god, me too. And then Kath says Mexican is the vibe I got. Lucy Cat says at first I thought it looked Parisian. Taking a look a second time, I also see a Latin American / Spanish vibe. I'm super stoked for this new world. We're gonna go look at the roadmap again in just a minute, but I do just want to kind of like point out more things that people are thinking. So Diane says, I think it looks like Italy or Spain or south of France. I'd like a Venice inspired world. Though if it's Mexican, it's also great because it's so beautiful. And two, we don't have Central or South American inspired residential worlds yet. Alan says the painted houses could also be base game or even German. And then Simming Gal says, I think it could be about anything, but I keep seeing Tortosa in that picture because of the central fountain. Colorful, tall, boxy houses thing. I really hope it's not too similar. And then Croco says, I got Mexico, France, and Italian vibes from the roadmap. Can't wait to see more. I think there might be casinos too because I'm seeing clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. Maybe not spades, but the others are there, especially lots of diamonds. Cat Lover Player says, I'm hoping it's a Caribbean or Brazilian world. Also another comment here, there's no palms in the roadmap. Can't be a tropical world. Can't be a tropical world. I want to read one more here and then we're going to look at the roadmap. The art style of the roadmap is very colorful / cartoony and gives off a Spanish vibe. But the bistro, woohoo fountain, large, centrally located arch, tree-story walk-up buildings, typical old world style dwellings, and overall romance theme screams Paris to me. Some food for thought. The pool with the modern look building next to it. Maybe this expansion pack is going to feature hotels. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I keep thinking. But then like something on Twitter made me think no, but I don't know. A romantic getaway to the city of love and staying in a hotel. That would be expansion pack worthy for sure. Otherwise, I'm struggling to see what a romantic themed expansion pack could offer for new gameplay features. Surely it can't just be a bunch of new romantic interactions and animations. Okay, so heading on over to the roadmap, obviously we've looked at this, but I actually do see Mexican vibes now that it was pointed out. I still see Paris as well, and I also see Tortosa, but of course, you know, we already have that world. But I am a little worried that it might be a little too similar. But looking at this, I'm seeing it in a different way when I'm reading those comments in the thread. So yeah, there is a lot of diamonds. Of course, there's hearts around, you know, that's expected. But we also see diamonds like on the buildings, and I don't know if it means something. Of course, like the hearts are probably just simply representing the fact that it's romance. I'm really trying to see if there's more things here, and I just really feel like they were careful with this roadmap to not spoil too much of what the expansion pack is. I feel like the roadmap we got with Horse Ranch, they just made everything so freaking obvious, and this one is so much more subtle. Like honestly, they could go in any direction with this gameplay. I'm gonna let this like play through again. I want to know your guys' ideas down below because it has been a little bit now since we've talked, you know, in depth about the expansion pack because I've just been waiting for some more news and stuff, and I have no idea when we will hear something more. I really want a trailer soon, but I feel like it's not going to happen for a little bit, maybe not even till July, and June just started. So although, tell me how we're already 9 days into June. I do not know like how time goes so fast now. It does. Like it's so crazy. I don't know. I mean, before you know it, we'll have the expansion. I know it feels like we're going to be waiting forever. Yeah, maybe we won't hear anything till July. What do you guys think though? Because we've received quite a handful of expansion packs in June, but also July as well. I don't know what we've seen more in though. I need to go and check that. Like I need to go check all the dates to kind of like figure that out. Oh my gosh, like I literally dig into everything. Because I love speculating with you guys, and you guys seem to really enjoy it too. Like, I mean, some people feel like, oh, don't get your hopes up and stuff like that, but I don't even really get my hopes up. Like, yes, I get excited, but it's because it's my favorite game, and I just like to get excited about it. But when I say things that may seem like far-fetched or like I'm reaching, I'm just speculating. And like there's a lot of things that I know are very unlikely, but it's fun to speculate. Like it's so much fun. You know, a lot of people are also speculating about the name for the expansion pack, and something I'm seeing a lot is My First Woohoo. And oh my fucking god, you guys, I'm sorry, but like, please, can it be called that? Can it be called that? We do know there's a possibility they might just call it Season of Love, which is the name of the roadmap, but I feel like it's unlikely. I kind of feel like it would be a little bit of a joke though, like, haha, we completely gave away the expansion pack name right in the roadmap name. I could see them doing that. Sorry, I feel like I'm like jumbling over my words, just yeah, this happens when I'm excited. But yeah, like some people are really nervous about this because it's like, okay, if there's no hotels, which the roadmap is giving me hotels, but then like there was discussion on Twitter that makes it seem like we're not getting hotels, and it's all really confusing. But then again, like you never know if what someone is saying on Twitter, like, do they really have the information? I know there's some people on Twitter who are always kind of like hinting at things and they actually know stuff. But then like there's other stuff that I see where I'm just like, do they know? Like, I don't know. It's kind of impossible to know until The Sims actually reveals it. And I promise you guys, I know nothing yet. Like absolutely nothing. So yeah, like I am straight up just like guessing here. I don't want my, thought on hotels to be ruined because of something I saw on Twitter. So I'm almost like, I'm gonna just still vibe with the fact that I do think we're getting hotels. Like based off this roadmap, if we don't, I don't know why this roadmap looks like this. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know like the way the buildings are. And I know some of them are smaller, but there's so many windows, and it just looks like little hotels, and then you have like the bigger buildings, and I'm just like, why else would that be there? They've done this in the past though, where we really think something's gonna come with a pack, kind of like with Island Living. People were really thrown off that we didn't get resorts with that pack, and yeah, like it was very weird. They just didn't include that, and it's like, oh, because you just would expect it. Like, why would they not include that in the Island Living pack? It just didn't make sense to so many people. So yeah, they definitely could do something like that again, where you're completely thrown off. It's the same way like they didn't include horses with cats and dogs. Like we just got cats and dogs pack instead of pets, and that threw a lot of people off. So The Sims really just, I don't know, it's a curveball every single time. So I feel like it's impossible to know. And then like, getting a whole expansion pack for better apartments when everyone expected those type of apartments with city living, and then we just instead got a whole apartment expansion pack. It's just so many things thrown at us that are just, I don't know, I feel like it catches us off guard. Like we get a feeling for a while that something might be happening like that, but we're also thrown off of like what ends up being included in certain packs. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of you guys can kind of relate to that feeling. And yeah, so a lot of people are concerned about what this pack could possibly have that would be expansion pack worthy if we're not going to get hotels or resorts or whatever. But I still think there's a lot of things they could do with it. I was talking about this before, like when they first revealed the roadmap and stuff. I do still think there's a lot of things they could do, because they could give us a lot of new date options and honeymoons and anniversaries and just new traditions in general, new items like that our Sims can gift each other. I feel like there is a lot of things that's missing with the romance. It might not seem like it, but when I think of real life things with romance, I just, there's a lot of things not there in The Sims 4. There's a lot of things I need mods for. And then of course, like the polyamorous relationships, all of that, there's been some hints for that. So that could be happening. It kind of would take a lot. It's kind of like growing together. Growing together, might have seemed not expansion pack worthy, but then it ends up actually being so. Like for me, at least that pack is fulfilling. And it's just focused a lot on like little new features and new interactions and this and that. And I know like we got infants, that was the whole thing, but the infants are free. So, but there's just a lot of things that make family living more in depth with that pack. And we got a lot of items that we've been missing, like tree houses and stuff. So to me, it ended up making sense to have that as an expansion pack and stuff, even after we already got Parenthood. So I don't know. I feel like romance is really lacking and they could do a lot with it. If you have any other ideas other than like honeymoons and new proposal options and new woohoo spots, stuff like that, new cuddling options, all of those types of things, like any other ideas that I haven't mentioned in this video, let me know. Obviously, other than hotels and resorts, just other things that would make it worth it for you. Comment down below. And again, like, you know, if you've seen any hints within here that are hidden, I really want to know because I'm just not noticing anything else. So with that said, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you all enjoyed this little discussion speculation. Hopefully we will get news this upcoming week. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys are having an amazing day and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.